What are you guys up to?
What does it look like? Can you guess?
We're trying to get.
I don't need the smart aleck comments. You want to go ahead and say that again, Andy?
No, I don't.
We're trying to get the streaks out of the crystal railing. I think this particular one, if you can pick it up, is actually on the other side of the glass. So we'll have to come back up where you are to grab that. We're just finishing the outside. What's up, YouTube? So last time that we were here doing the video, we had just started getting the first picket installed. So this whole upper section, including the post, is custom, and it's not the way that Regal Ideas normally does it, just because of the situation that we were in. So we mounted this post right here from the outside and the inside, and then we installed two bottom rails and then cut them together so that they were even all the way up top, and then we just installed as many pickets as we possibly could. Each one of these pickets was an angled picket on the bottom and angled on the top, and then we had to cut the top off, and each one was a custom picket. So this took a little bit of time, but we finished it Friday, just before 3 o'clock. We just have to finish the softening on the bottom, the AZEK Dark Hickory. It's actually a deck board, but we're putting it up like softening. It's their new 7.5 inch wide board, I believe. We might want to double check that before we put that on.
Are you using some sort of glass cleaner?
Just Windex. Usually we use oven cleaner, which is like a trick of the trade, I guess, for glass. And it doesn't normally leave the streaks, but we thought we had some, and we did not.
Oven cleaner?
Oven cleaner, yes.
Okay.
Like the white pasty stuff. That's what they normally use. We normally use.
I haven't heard of that one.
So yeah, we don't have any newspaper either, so we've been using a wet towel with the Windex and then going over it with a dry towel.
Newspaper?
Yeah, newspaper doesn't leave any streaks if you're doing something like Windex. I didn't actually know that until this morning. Phil told me. So once we finish the glass, then we have like what, four boards to put in for the softening underneath, and then we're out of here. So we're just picking up all of the non-essential tools and leaving our main stuff like the 3 toolboxes, batteries, bits, charger, and all we have to finish up is the softening pieces that we're going to be putting up here, which, like I said earlier, is this AZEK Dark Hickory, and then we're actually doing a pretty trick little detail on it where we're putting a lip on the board so that it can cover the edges of the wood softening, which is pretty cool. And then we got that piece, this piece, the main run, and then the last side, and we're finished. And that's pack time. Alright, so right now Jay is at the airport waiting for his shuttle to take him to his car, and then he's going to come straight to the job site after that, probably be 45 minutes to an hour. So right now we are kind of at a standstill. Everything's packed up except for the main tools, and the only thing that's left to do is get the softening installed, and then Jay has a couple of floor covers to install at the doors up top. So we're waiting.
Andy, help.
Help what?
Help the video.
Help the video? So we're setting up scaffolding. Scaffolding, not ting, like I was pronouncing it. Sorry for those previous problems. We're setting up scaffolding so that we can start installing the AZEK as soon as Jay gets here. We actually have one more strip of wood softening that we need to rip so that we have a 6.5 inch gap here so that we're able to have the lip overhang with the AZEK a little bit and cover that. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Yeah, okay, so right here, when we had first started tearing the railing off and stuff, we realized that there was a big gap in between the two stair runners running all the way down. What we did to fix that was we got the Fasten Master 2 7/8 spider drives, which have a bunch of little teeth in the head for the spider drives so that they don't strip and they drive really well. And then we just went all the way down the two stair runners from the inside so that you couldn't see the screws on the outside, and fastened it together, and it really added a bunch of stability to the stairs, and it's not shaking when you go down them anymore. And I go 1, 2, and then 3/4, boom, 9 1/4. That still leaves me an inch of lip. So we need to cut a piece of softening 2 3/4 wide, rip it down to 2 3/4, and then install it. And once it's installed, the wood part of the softening, then we can put up the AZEK. I figured out what to rip the softening down to, and it's going to be 2 3/4 inches, which is going to leave me with a 6.5 inch gap to put the AZEK fascia board, which will have a 1 inch lip that will cover the wood softening. But we only have exactly the right amount of softening for all the lengths that we have. We don't have any scrap, so we're just going to use a board that's close to the same size and run it through.
There he is.
Hello, son. Straight from the airport, right to the job site.
How was your trip?
My trip was good. It was quick, very quick. Kind of a burnout, you know, because you don't sleep good ever really on the first night, and just only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night, so I'm just kind of tired, but I'll be all right. But they didn't do that anyways, did they? See, they didn't butt their joints on a joist anyway, so I just slap it in and then cut the last one down the length if you need to cut it down. All right, we're down to the nitty-gritty on this project, and I am starting to dado out all the trim pieces that we need to finish off the underside of the deck so that we can gain access to the crystal rail from here on out. So it's kind of the last thing we need to do to get this baby buttoned up, get that done, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, it would. I would totally abandon their traffic.
Is it their remote that it works with?
Yes.
Okay. So that comes with their pod.
It's proprietary, yeah.
Why?
Instead of re-ripping it on the table saw, I'm just trying to get this, I think this is going to be in my way. So I'm just using a blade. PVC cuts pretty easily. Nice. Well, pencil marks, you'll see it forever.
What's going on here? Why are you doing this?
Okay, so we were thinking about how to mark where the joists are to put the AZEK fascia up, and instead of doing a pencil mark, which we can't really erase and will be there forever, we're just using this Nichigo G-tape, the green stuff, which works really well for like caulking and stuff, and it peels off super easy. So yeah, that's what we're going to use to mark them all out, and then make it an easier install.
Yep.
330.
Yep.
4130. Okay, go. Okay, wait. Okay, I need to recut this. Need like light tap. Good. I think that's acceptable. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Even more than Madonna's, huh?
I think so. That's what it sounded like. that made me feel like real.
So there's one spot on this deck that we couldn't really disguise very well. So I had to come up with a way that I could blend the decking to the existing threshold. So I came up with this, and we're going to use this to, there you go, kind of blend together these different spaces. But I think I'm going to probably notch it back into like there. It's called a threshold, and just something that looks nice that'll cover this spot, because what this is it's been caulked and has a foam piece, a caulk, and then some waterproof membrane tape on it. And we just want to cover that up so that they have a nice clean transition out the door. All right, so I notched the threshold to fit in a little bit further so it looks a little bit more custom, like that. Oh boy. I wonder if there's a... boy.
Problem?
Yeah. Kinda. Problem is, this thing goes like this. Oh, maybe it sits flat. Maybe I should read the directions. Done. That'll keep the water out.
Alright guys, it's Deck Any Deck here with the cut hub station and our chop saw hood, and just wanted to give you guys a quick example on how easy it is to get your saw on and off of the cut hub. First thing we do is pull the chop saw hood off of, and that is what we use to keep all of our sawdust and stuff funneled into one location. Put your saw down, lock it in place, make sure it's locked, and then push down on the front. Twist these little knobs to the left to loosen them, and then off she goes, and that's it.
All right, we got all of our trim work done. It looks really good. It's all removable, which is nice, so we can pull it back down if we ever get a leak, if we ever an LED burnout, if we ever need to access the wires to this crystal rail. We have complete access, which I'm really happy about. Final thoughts, I really like the way that this deck turned out. It was cool to be able to take the knotwood and install it right over the top of the existing floor and have it install so nicely, and the water just drains right off the deck, right into the existing gutter that they already had. The new AZEK fascia turned out really good. I love the way that we blended the outside piece to the underside piece, and then our Regal Ideas staircase railing was one of a kind. Really difficult install, but man, the homeowner's really happy, so that makes me happy. I know I'm getting a check this afternoon for this job. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you really like what you saw, please click the subscribe button and just give us a little bit of support. Share this video with your friends. And if you really want to get notified of when we're putting out new content, click that bell icon as well so that you can be notified every time we're putting up fresh content. Thank you very much. Have a great day. See us on the next one. We're going to be building a massive covered structure in Stellicum, Washington. So stay tuned and come see us on the next one. Have a good day.
You're still filming. Stop filming.
No.